anyway, I want to come in here and tell you about this week's new money belief. The belief is, I do want to read it because I want to make sure I get it exactly right. Money is a positive force in my life, and I am open to receiving it. I'll say it again in a minute, don't worry. See, money often gets this bad reputation of, being the root of all evil and things like that. But the fact is, money's neutral. It's an energy and it's neutral. It simply amplifies what you're putting out. And I know that sometimes today we talk about and we hear in the media, certainly on Facebook, about particular people who have a lot of money. And people make judgments about what they are doing or not doing with their money, even though it's like we don't actually have access to their bank account, so we don't really know. But we also make judgments about what kind of people they are. And we think, how can that person be so wealthy and I'm over here struggling when I'm a much kinder person? Because the fact is, kindness isn't the issue. Money doesn't care if you're kind. Money doesn't care if you're the sweetest person that ever walked the face of the planet. Think about a particular prophet from Bethlehem. Wasn't a wealthy man in the way that we think of wealth. Never traveled more than 30 miles from his home? Maybe 50? I don't know the geography exactly. So, and then of course that causes a lot of people to think, well, I can't be rich because if I become rich, I'm not being Christ-like. And I don't think that's the case either. I think the fact was, he was a wealthy man in so many ways. So many ways, which is why I talk about tracking your income, because there's all this unexpected money. And that's what he had. He had a lot of unexpected money. People loved him. People took care of him. And that's all good. It's all wonderful. But again, money is neutral. It's an energy. And he told us, you can do what I do and more. And then we see that evil person who is just so wealthy. So what's the difference between that evil person and you? Well, first of all, that one doesn't think he's evil. They never, the guy with the funny mustache didn't either. But they do believe. It's ingrained in them to believe they are deserving. Somehow, so many of us miss that part. Because, as I said, this week's money belief is, money is a positive force in my life. But that's not where it ends. And that's where so many people stop. Money is a positive force in my life, and I am open to receiving it. That's the key. And I know I can hear you right now, but I want to receive money. I'm perfectly willing to receive. Just bring it on. But is that really, really, really true? 85% of lottery winners are worse off in 3 years than they were before they hit the lottery? What do you do when somebody offers to buy lunch or pay for your coffee? Do you go, oh, no, I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll take care of it. I can afford this. That's what I hear from my mother. When my cousins were in town and they were going to buy lunch, her thought was, do they think I can't afford it? I'm like, no, Mom, I think they're just trying to be nice. They don't want you to have to go out and get it. You're 92 years old, Mom. They just want to be nice. But she still lives in that. Do they think I can't afford it? Which is certainly what I grew up with. I mean, that's my mother. That's what I grew up with. Do they think I can't afford it? It took a lot of years, a lot of decades to get past that. And the thing is, these people that are so massively wealthy, it didn't take them decades to get past it. They were born into believing that. And the thing is, it doesn't need to take you decades to get past it either. You can get past it a lot faster. As soon as you start, it begins. As soon as you start to say, I'm open to receiving more, it begins. Now, it's not all going to come at once. It might come as those free coffees. It might come as a penny in the street. It might come as a discount. It might come as $5 in rewards money at Walgreens. So many different ways it might come. Hi, Nina. Hi, Natalie. It might simply come as something so simple. It might come as a $20 bill found in a pair of jeans you haven't worn since last summer. But when you accept that and you say something like, sure, I'll take that $5. That's cool. Oh, it's just a penny. I'm going to leave it here. Oh, look, found a 20. Great. When that's your attitude, you're pushing the energy away. When you're saying, no, I'll buy the coffee. I'll get lunch. I can afford it. I don't need somebody else to buy it for me. Then you're pushing it away. So I invite you this week to notice, just notice where you're trying to force money to come to you, where you're trying to chase money, where you're pushing it away, and what's actually coming to you that you're kind of just ignoring. And if you'd like my income tracker so that you can do it, just put tracker in the comments and I'll happily send it to you free. No problem. And on that note, have a fantastic week and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.